Hey everyone, Steph here. Now in today's video, I come to you with some slightly sad news around Louis Vuitton. This is a follow-on video from one that I did recently, and I want to go a little bit more in depth into this conversation. And this is around the fact that Louis Vuitton are now proactively reducing the amount of monogram that is available to focus more on promoting their leather and exotic leather bags. If you are a Louis Vuitton monogram lover like myself, you can't afford to miss this video because I'm going to be sharing why I think Louis Vuitton are doing this and whether or not you should go and panic buy all the monogram you can right now. Now, if you are a fellow designer bag and luxury lover in general, you are in the right place. Make sure you join our bag addicted family by hitting the subscribe button and the bell down below. You can also find me on Instagram. My handle is at handbag_holic. What is Louis Vuitton monogram? Okay, so just really quickly on this one. Louis Vuitton monogram refers to this print here, not particularly the colour, although this darker colour here is the most common colour you will see the Louis Vuitton monogram on. So monogram canvas items are generally cheaper than full leather versions of their designer bags. The reason being is that monogram canvas is not made from leather. In fact, it's made from a coated canvas. The canvas is coated in a durable plastic, and it's very well known for being super hard wearing, and it's often a lot cheaper than its leather versions of the bags. So why are Louis Vuitton reducing monogram items? I have quite a few monogram pieces and I absolutely love them for their durability. This is the Neo Noi bucket bag. I use this kind of as an everyday bag. I have the Pochette Matisse in the reverse monogram canvas, which is a great crossbody bag. I have got the Speedy here in giant monogram. This was a limited edition version, however, but I absolutely love that. I've also got a Speedy Dentelle up there, which is monogram with a lace print over the top. And I've probably got a couple of other Louis Vuitton monogram items as well for this reason. So I love the monogram. Now, I went to London a few days ago and I visited two Louis Vuitton stores. I went to the one in Harrods and I also went to the one on Sloane Street. And prior to going to London, I did a video. If you haven't seen it already, I'll link it up here and down below for you. You can check that out after this, on the fact that Louis Vuitton have discontinued the toiletry pouch 26. I've also now seen quite a few people saying they have discontinued some of their other cheaper monogram canvas items. Now, I hear mixed reviews from SAs on whether they've been completely discontinued or whether they're just going to massively hold stock back and only give these items to really special customers. I think it's most likely you will still see them around, but they're going to be even harder to get hold of, these small monogram items. But back to me visiting the stores in London. I was actually quite shocked that when I went in, the displays in the stores were mostly leather, okay? All the designer bags. I saw a little bit of monogram canvas, but not a lot. Like I say, it was all leather, the leather never full, the leather lock me bags, the leather versions of the on the go, which I have the monogram version here, the MM size. I absolutely love it. They only had that out in leather. So the whole back wall in the store in Sloane Street, which I managed to get a quick shot of, only had leather. No monogram. So I believe this is happening. This is coming to fruition right now. If you go on the Louis Vuitton website, so much of the monogram stuff is out of stock. This is not new. A lot of their stuff is out of stock most of the time, but I do believe now more than ever, they're going to become even harder to get hold of. So why are Louis Vuitton pushing the leather versions as opposed to the monogram canvas? Okay, a few reasons. I hypothesized in the other video that I did on this as well. But now I've got a little bit more information and going in store myself, I kind of get the feel of where the brand, I think, is going. Now, number one, the leather items are more expensive than the monogram canvas. So I do think, especially with the pandemic, They probably want to try and get more people to buy the leather versions of bags. But I don't think that's the main reason. I think the main reason Louis Vuitton are doing this is to protect the brand. So what exactly do Louis Vuitton need to protect themselves against when it comes to their monogram canvas? We have seen so many fakes. You will see them all the time of Louis Vuitton bags, some good, some really not so good. And I think monogram in general has become so common. So if you wear a Louis Vuitton bag out, chances are, depending on where you're going, you might see someone else with the exact same bag, such as a Neverfull MM. This is one of the most popular bags from Louis Vuitton, or a Speedy bag like this, but in the normal monogram. Those are the two most popular bags. Now, it's been quite interesting because I have seen kind of online and just conversations in general, I hear the term thrown around quite a lot that monogram canvas is a basic bitch option when it comes to purchasing a Louis Vuitton bag. Now, because the canvas is one of the cheaper options, it's obviously going to be more popular, more people can afford them. That's why you're more likely to see them out and about. And I believe Louis Vuitton are really trying to protect the brand and make it so that they are just harder to obtain, and they're really looking to protect their luxury persona. So is this a good or bad thing? Stay with me, guys, because I actually think this is a good thing. It's a bad thing for you and me. If you like monogram canvas, you've got items on your wish list you want to buy, they're going to go up in price, they're going to be harder to get. Headache. Totally get that. But overall, I think it's a good thing. Louis Vuitton have to make sure that they remain luxury in people's minds. So if they are everywhere and, you know, there's really no shortage of any of these bags and they become more and more accessible to people, they will lose that perception of luxury. That is a bad thing. Because it will devalue all the Louis Vuitton that you've already got. It will harm the brand. You know, the brand will be out of favor. Most people will be like, I'm not going to buy it. And some people already are. I won't buy Louis Vuitton monogram anymore. I won't even buy Louis Vuitton. It's too common. You see too many people with the bags. I also recently went to Bicester Village here in the UK. There's not a Louis Vuitton store there, but I definitely saw a lot of Louis Vuitton bags. Specifically, I think as I was having lunch outside, I've done a vlog on that, by the way, you can go and check that out. But specifically, as we were having lunch outside, I believe we spotted about 3 Pochette Matisse bags. I think there was one in leather and a couple in the reverse monogram, normal monogram, not this one. I don't think I saw this exact one, but that was just sat down having some lunch for about 20 to 30 minutes. We saw that amount of bag, and it definitely makes you rethink whether you still want to own a bag, because you don't want everyone to be walking by and have exactly the same bag as you. And that is why I think Louis Vuitton limiting their monogram canvas items is a good thing, even though it's frustrating. So should you go out and panic buy all the monogram you can right now? My advice would be, if you've had a bag on your wish list for quite some time from Louis Vuitton and it's monogram canvas and it's offered to you or it's available online, I would say order it as soon as you can. Now, if you don't have the funds available yet or you're still not sure what to do, I wouldn't worry too much, because there's always the pre-loved market. I love the pre-loved market. I buy a lot of my bags pre-loved from either some of the Facebook groups, they're really good, or on eBay. Now, if I buy anything pre-loved, always get your bag authenticated once, if not twice. Get 2 opinions. You basically send photographs off to a company, and they're very well versed in what the bag should be like, the number of stitches, all that kind of stuff. They check your bag and then they will give you a verdict on whether or not they think it's authentic or not. I'll pop a link up here and down below for you. You can head to the Handbagholic site, and I've got a list there of the authentication services that I like to use. But if you know that you really want to buy a bag brand new from the store, I would say go for it as quick as you can. I would deprioritize other bags, maybe from other brands or from Louis Vuitton, that are leather. They will most likely still be available very soon. But yeah, I definitely think prioritize monogram where you can. Are there any items that you're going to be prioritizing and panic buying from the brand? If you haven't heard already, Louis Vuitton are scrapping date codes in their designer bags and small luxury goods. Date codes tell us where and when a bag was made. They are swapping them for electronic chips. So make sure you watch this video coming up next. I'm going to take you through everything that you need to know about these new electronic chips. Can they track you? Can they be counterfeited? What information is kept on those electronic chips exactly? I cover all that in this video here.